Hi guys, how are you? Merry Christmas. I hope you're fine. I hope your Christmas is been amazing. I know in the last vlog I promised to do a vlog on day trip. I know it's been a while. It's been a crazy Christmas season. I have been quite up and down. You know how it gets, but here we are today. So this vlog is a continuation of the previous vlog. So if you've not watched, you need to go back and watch so that you'll be able to connect since it's a continuation. And if you're new here, feel welcome. This is your home, and kindly subscribe and hit on the notification bell so that every time we upload a new video, you're not left out and you'll be notified. So, like I said, today we'll be talking about day trip. And like I said in the previous video, I am trained by the Gender Violence Recovery Center in case you'd like to discredit me. So when you talk about day trip, it's a non-domestic rape that is committed by someone who knows the victim. And in other words, it's also known as hidden rape or acquaintance rape. This is because the situation under which a day trip occurs is not similar to the situation under which the normal rape that you're familiar with occurs. Because when it comes to day trip, this is someone who knows you very well, and this is someone you might have gone out on a date with someone and they ended up raping you. And mostly it occurs when a woman or a man is out on a date with another person or an acquaintance or someone they're just getting to know. That is an acquaintance, yeah. So it occurs, it's okay, according to the GVRC, it occurs mostly to women between the brackets of 20 to 30, but that is according to the GVRC status. 20 women aged between 20 to 30 years. And I feel like is when you're talking about trip, we do not really talk much about the trip, because most of the times when a day trip occurs, the victim is always blamed. You'll find that even as a victim, if you're a victim of day trip, you'll find that if it happens to you, you'll begin to question yourself, like, wait, how will I even tell people that this person raped me? Other times you'll try to justify, I'm dating this person, so it's like it's their right or something like that. Like, you just try to find excuses for date rape, but date rape is still rape regardless. And I also feel like most of the times, if you're a victim of date rape, you may be afraid of talking about it because you're afraid that people will blame you instead of the perpetrator. In the society that you're in, it's common for us to blame the victims rather than the perpetrator. You'll begin to blame the victim, such as, okay, of course you know this person and you are comfortable going out to them. You'll begin to question things such as how you prepared, you got out of your house and you got out on a date, so it is your fault if this scenario occurred. It's your fault if you were raped. So most of the victims of date rape will decide to keep quiet, they'll decide to endure, and they will not talk about it because sometimes they're afraid that people may judge them, and other times they're afraid that they're also feeling like they're in denial and they're also judging themselves. They'll begin to question themselves, okay, I left here, I went, so how will I even start explaining to people? How would I even report a case of date rape and I went? So there are signs to look out for to avoid date rape. So some of the signs are like, the perpetrator may insist to visit you at your home when you're alone, even when you're not comfortable. So this is someone, it could be an acquaintance. An acquaintance is someone you just acquainted with, but you're not really friends. So it could be an acquaintance or even a friend who is insisting that they should come visit you. at home and you're alone and they don't own another company, and even in situations where you're uncomfortable. It could also be a perpetrator insisting that you get into their place. They could also invite you into their house, or just any isolated situation in that nature. Then there's also like, well, sometimes you may even have the gut feeling. Most of the times, especially for women, ladies in general, we normally have that gut feeling before you do something or before something happens to you. There's that conscious, there's that shrill voice trying to scream out loud to you. But most of the times, what we do is we suppress that voice and we just decide to go with the flow. Other times, it could be a perpetrator is just trying to has a general lack of respect, and the perpetrator is just trying to be inappropriate with you. Other times it could be you could find that they've spiked your drink or something. Yeah. So those are some of the signs of a perpetrator. There are many signs, but those are just some of the few signs that you know. The truth about date rape is that date rape is a criminal offense and it should be reported. Rape is rape regardless of whether you know the perpetrator or not, or regardless of whether the perpetrator is your friend or someone very close to you. It is still rape, and the perpetrator should face the law. So that is it for today. I'll stop there. I do not want this clip to be a very long one, and until next time, do not forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Ms.Matheri Show. Bye bye.